And I would like to invite our first speaker, Jennifer, to the lectern with her speech, Goal Setting Made Simple. Jennifer.
Madam Chair, ladies and gentlemen, when are you going to give up smoking? When are you going to lose weight? When are you finally going to get fit? 2/3 of us resolve to change every January, but before the month is out, half of us will already have slipped back into our old habits. So what's the point of New Year's resolutions if we can't even stick to them? Well, if you do succeed, and the other half of us do, you will feel a whole lot better about yourself. When you achieve something others regard as difficult, your self-esteem will soar. And rather than drifting aimlessly, having a resolution or a goal will give your life focus. Now that we've established the importance of having a goal, we're going to look at how to choose your goals and then at how to achieve them. Most of us struggle to say what we want for Christmas, or even what we want for dinner, let alone to work out what we want out of life. But I'd like to suggest 2 ways you can identify your goals. One is simply to make a list of 25 things you want to do before you die. The list could include places you've yet to visit, knowledge you want to pick up, activities you've yet to experience, ways in which you want to change or improve, or hobbies you've yet to pursue. Another method of clarifying your goals is the perfect day exercise, where you write down where you would like to be, who you would like to be with, and what you would want to do on your perfect day. And then aim to take your life more closely towards that destination. Waking up in a city centre apartment on your ideal day might inspire you to fly to New York, or simply to update your bathroom. Or your vision of picking up an award at a ceremony might suggest your need for recognition and get you thinking about a promotion. Either method will examine what really drives you. Once you have some genuine goals in mind, how are you going to actually achieve them? I'd like to focus on 4 steps that will get you there. Firstly, set a goal. Secondly, plan it. Then adapt. And finally, keep focused. Firstly, when setting a goal, you need to be specific. Rather than saying, I want to be thinner, say, I want to lose a stone. And then set a date by when you'll actually achieve it. Say, by the end of July. And then break down your goals into a series of sub-goals. So if you have a stone to lose in 3 months, then you would need to lose about £1 a week. A clear goal allows you to be certain when you've reached the finish line, and sub-goals keep you going until you get there. Secondly, having set your goal, you need to plan the resources that you need. Say you want to get fit. You might need to update your gym membership or shop for new sports equipment. Build your fitness method into your routine. Say by organising for a running partner to call on you every day at a set time. You can also strengthen your willpower by telling other people about your goals. Encourage other people those closest to you perhaps, to act as your cheerleaders when you're tempted to lie right back on the couch. Better still, join a real or online group of people who share your vision to strengthen that resolve. Thirdly, you might need to adapt your plan. Perhaps the timetable that you initially set for yourself might need adjustment. Something unexpected may crop up. Say you have an invitation to a wedding. That might mean a temporary calorie splurge when you're trying to lose weight. It's really important to be flexible. If you fail in your goal altogether, say you give up smoking when you're trying to quit, then it's important not, say you start smoking again when you've quit, then it's important not to give up altogether. Analyse what went wrong and then work out what to do differently next time. As Henry Ford said, failure is merely an opportunity to more intelligently begin again. Lastly, having adapted your plan to cope with changing circumstances and setbacks, can you do anything to keep focused? Cultivating staying power is largely a question of attitude. You need to constantly look ahead to see how today's actions could spoil the outcome of tomorrow. Each time you reach for that TV remote instead of your running shoes, you need to maintain focus on your goal. Visualise entering a marathon. Write down how you would feel, the benefits you would enjoy, and the comments that your success would attract. Reward yourself as you go along. Doing something to mark your success could enhance that feel-good factor that you get from your achievement and spur you on. So, set a goal, plan, adapt, keep focused if you want to achieve your goals. If you're not even sure what goals to aim for in the first place, make that list of 25 things you want to do before you die. Or try the perfect day exercise. An interesting life with a juicy agenda must have goals. Or as a wise man once said, people do not wander around and then suddenly find themselves at the top of Mount Everest.